gentlemen, please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. We invite all active military and all veterans to please salute the flag. And now performing near the third base foul line, please welcome the Norristown Area Middle School Chorus, who will perform our national anthem.
We're ready to play ball here at FirstEnergy Stadium, a beautiful Thursday at America's Classic Ballpark. Appreciate you guys joining me here as Reading about to take on the Bowie Baysox. The series tied at 1 apiece, so a very interesting contest coming up. Reading took the first game very decisively 6-2, and Bowie took last night's game 5-1. Now the interesting thing is that Reading has only scored in the first inning so far this series. So we'll see how they get off to the start today. Hopefully hot in the first inning and then continuing it throughout the rest of the frames, as Eric Miller will get the start today for the Fightin Phils. The lefty has been dominant. 1.50 ERA. He's pitched in 6 games, 3 of them start, as they're trying to get him kind of back to a starter role, but limited innings after coming off missing almost the entire season of last year with a elbow issue. But he's healthy now. He's good to go, and clearly he is cruising. Just 4 walks and 18 strikeouts under his name. We'll see if he gets 2 or 3 innings here. Not sure what manager Sean Williams is planning, so we'll have to just take it as it comes. As Miller gets his warm-up pitches on the mound, throwing to Logan O'Hoppe back behind the plate tonight. Ollie Castillo heading over to left today. Jack Conley in center, and Jalen Ortiz in right. We saw Conley make his center field debut last night covering for Simone Muziani, and he gets the start there tonight and earned it, of course, with that outfield assist in the 8th. Sal Gazzo subbing in at third base. Jonathan Guzman at second. Braylon Mignetti at first, and Josh Akami, at first. Mignetti at second. Miller kicks and fires to Hudson Haskin. And the first pitch coming in at 6:48. Really nice day. 9-mile-an-hour winds, 74 degrees here in Baseball Town. I'm pretty sure this is absolutely the best weather we've seen here, as Haskins takes 2 balls and no strikes. At flag out in center field at half-mast today to honor all those who passed in the pandemic from COVID. Over 1 million people whose lives were affected. And so we'll keep it at half-mast through the weekend as Miller gets a strike after 3 balls on the outside corner. His fastball reaching 94 here in the first inning. And the lefty takes a step back. Big kick, ground ball is foul. We'll go again. Miller's longest outing this season has been about 42 pitches. Let me pull up the exact count here. That was earlier, 44 pitches. He did that earlier in a relief start. As a starter, he hasn't thrown more than mid-30s. He sends ball 4 into Haskin and puts a runner on first with nobody out. Big strikeout guy. That's how he'll get most of his outs. And if not, probably there'll be flyouts in the air. Not a big ground ball inducer, but he's done it before. He can do it again here with a runner on and nobody out. The first pitch to Gunnar Henderson is a strike. Henderson, a .310 average, the only one sitting in the 300s in the Baysox starting 9. And there's a called strike on the inside, down 0-2. Here's the 0-2, just misses outside. And he'll have to go again here. But looking to throw some high heat. Seen him reach mid-90s, 95, 96, as he comes home in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first, nobody out. That ball touched the dirt, they're going to get another one. Miller comes set at the waist, looks over at the runner on first, and now he's going to come home with the 2-2 up and in. A little chin music there to Gunnar Henderson, and the count is now full. Miller has held lefty batters to just a .250 average as Henderson fouls this one back, coming over Castillo, but it's going to end up in the stands, not playable, so we'll go again. Miller at .250 average to lefties and a .125 average against righties. Both of those on the lower end as well. He's got just 1 double play ball this season. But he's gotten a lot of strikeouts, so hasn't even had a lot of opportunities with runner on. Ground ball right side. Mignetti to Guzman. On to first, and I think it's just a tad late over at first as they call Henderson safe. And he is obviously very speedy down the baseline. 10 stolen bases so far this season. And that puts out number 1 on board and takes away the closest runner to home here for the righty, Joey Ortiz. So that'll go in your scorebooks 4-6. Fielder's choice. Get the force out at second. There's a first pitch strike to Ortiz. 95. Miller picking up his fastball here. Sun still shining and all the field is creeping on and left, but everyone's got sunglasses out there. Swing and a miss. There's strike 2. Foul ball back. Ortiz staying alive. In yesterday's contest, he went 2 for 4. Was also hit by a pitch. Pretty successful day. I think raised his batting average from the hundreds to the 200s. But he's down 0-2 here. Foul right side. And Ortiz doing whatever he can to stay alive here. Henderson still on first. There is 1 out on the board. Miller looks back. Now he's going to go over there and just keep an eye on Henderson. Reading comes into this game 12-17. Bowie 13-14. So pretty even matchup. Bowie had some canceled games when they were in Harrisburg. So they're down 3 games from the rest of us. They'll have to make them later. And another foul ball back by Ortiz. Ohapi tried to pick up the foul tip, but couldn't quite snag it out of the air. Middle infielder playing straight up as a slider down and away gets Ortiz to chase, and that is out number 2 here for Eric Miller. With one runner on, here's Shane Fontana. Miller on the top prospect list for the Philadelphia Phillies, sitting at number 11 on the season, a product of Stanford University. His left-handedness, of course, very appealing, as well as his size and his full repertoire, fastball, slider, change, and working on curve as the pitch comes up and in there to Shane Fontana. Two balls, no strikes here. Henderson still out on first. I'm surprised he hasn't tried to go, especially here in the first inning, as Miller misses up in the zone for ball 3. Eric drafted in the in the 4th round in 2019, so our highest draft pick on the roster right now. And I think they're still deciding if they want to keep him as a starter or as a reliever. Tough to say. Obviously very good at both. Fontana makes hard contact there, fouling it into the Fightin's bullpen. Surprised he swang. But the count is now 3-2. Henderson at first, 2 outs on the board. Miller coming up on pitch number 25 here. Runner going. And it just misses for ball 4, so that'll walk Fontana out and continue the inning here as there's 2 on and 2 out here for Jordan Westberg. Westberg sitting under the Mendoza line, 196. Pretty solid day. Yesterday was on base all 4 times he was up. 2 walks and 2 doubles. An RBI and 2 runs scored. Pretty solid. Miller comes set at the waist. Henderson shifts off second, but he gets a first pitch strike inside. Righty batter here in Westberg. Infield backs up a little bit, swing and a miss, and there is the strike. Somebody's starting to warm up in the bullpen here. I think, truthfully, they just don't want to give Miller too many pitches to throw, as they're easing him back from injury. Just, I believe, 12 innings of work under his belt, so definitely treating him to make sure he stays healthy and doesn't get injured off the bat. Ethan Ivanko warming up. We just got him a couple days from the FCL, coming off an injury from last season. Miller with the 2-1 runners going. Ohapi down to second. They've got Fontana here in a rundown. Frelin Mignetti makes the tag. No, he doesn't. And the run scores at home. And now Sean's going to come out here to talk to the first base umpire. Definitely looked like Mignetti put the tag on, but then he came home. So if he thought he put the tag on, then why would he come home? But at the same point, it really seemed like he put the tag on him. So now Sean going to talk to Evan Johnson, who had a much clearer view, and all the umpires are going to converge here. And the outfielders have come in, so I think it might be a situation here of did the run score before the tag if the tag was made. Because if the run scored before the tag, which sometimes they'll try to do in a rundown when they know they're going to get caught, just elongated enough to allow the run score before out 3. And they're saying he's safe on second, so Sean's going to come out and have a chat. The outfielders are going to have to go back to their spots. I think Ortiz and Conley thought we were done with that. Sean having a talk with the crew chief Michael Snover, who's over at first to base today. Kyle Nickel behind the plate, and Evan Johnson at third. Sean following Snover back to his spot. And if all stays the same, Sean is following Snover around. If all stays the same, then Fontana would still be at first, and the run would have scored in Henderson. So that would give Bowie a 1-0 lead as Sean heads back to the dugout, not getting the call he was looking for. So, an interesting turn of events there as the Baysox lead 1-0. Miller still looking for out number 3. This ball is taken deep to center field. Conley on the run in front of the warning track. He's able to make the catch for out number 3, but Bowie does put up a run in the first to lead 1-0. And Miller throws 30 pitches, so I'm not sure if we'll see him for another inning of work. We might, but first we'll take a break. Heading into the bottom half, Reading an opportunity to get on the board as well. The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Ali Castillo to start us off in the bottom of the first. Bowie leads 1-0 off one of the most interesting plays I've ever seen. Gunnar Henderson stole third and then came home as the Fightin' Phils were trying to catch Fontana in a rundown. And they didn't catch him or Henderson, so that was the first run. As Castillo fouls one back, he's down 1-2 here. It's now Antonio Velez on the mound. Chopper off the bat of Castillo over to Westberg at second, and there's out number 1. So Westberg at second, Doshbach at first. Left side of the infield looks like Henderson at third and Ortiz at second. Left field, Shane Fontana. Center field, Hudson Haskin. And right field, Zach Watson. And Maverick Handley back behind the plate tonight after getting yesterday's day off. Here's Jalen Ortiz with 1 out on the board. Truthfully, every swing is an opportunity for Reading to tie it up. Big gap up the middle for Ortiz as he holds off on a pitch down low, checks the swing, but he doesn't go around, says Michael Snover. Ortiz sharply fouls this one back, going to go in the plaza area. He'll keep his 1-2 count. Whoever was warming up, it was Ivanko, has sat back down, so I would assume that they'll let Miller out for another inning of work. He only gave up 1 run, and it wasn't even really like he gave it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for Ortiz, and he's down on a high fastball, 90 miles an hour out of Velez. And here is Aljam Corridor. Corridor had a solo shot in yesterday's contest in the first, the only run of the game for the Fightins. Otherwise, they would have been shut out. So, awesome home run there. And he did it the opposite way. The lefty takes the first pitch, ball outside. Velez, a left-handed pitcher, an 0-2 with 2 losses and a 5.59 ERA. Now, Reading usually tears it up against the lefty starters, so we'll see how they fare today as they're settling in now. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Corridor. If you look in my game notes section, I have versus righties and versus lefties as Corridor takes this deep to right center field. Going back is Haskin, and he makes a basket catch on the run. Well hit by Corridor, just robbed of extra bases, and a 1-2-3 inning for Velez. Reading is 3-4 against lefties, 9-13 against righties. So we'll see how this game continues on. Heading to the top of the second, Miller out for another inning of work, and Bowie keeps their 1-0 lead.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the FirstEnergy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phil season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
So they are going to send Eric Miller in here for the top of the second. Bowie with a 1-0 lead, but they will have Ivanko up and starting to throw here. I'm not sure what pitch count they're going to allow him to go through. It could depend on the pitch count. It could depend on the way the innings go. So we'll just keep you updated as he sees Cody Roberts for the first time. The lefty kicks and fires home and gets a big swing and a miss. Nobody has any hits on the board. That run came from a walk and then an interesting play as this is a shallow ball into center field. Jack Conley comes in and he makes the catch. Out number 1. Conley making the past 2 consecutive outs against the Baysox in just his second game in center field, his first time as a part of the starting 9 in center, as Andrew Dashbach steps up. He had the big home run yesterday that really sealed the deal for the Baysox, putting up 3 runs on the board in the 8th inning. And they ended up finishing that with another run. So that was 4 of the runs of the game, and had another one earlier when it was tied 1-1 up until that inning in the 8th. And they took home the win 5-1. 2 balls, no strikes here as Doshbach fouls it back. There's strike 1. Now, that was Doshbach's 4th home run yesterday, but certainly has been struggling recently at the plate. Just a 176 average, 12 hits on the young season. And they're sending the bat boy out to pick something up. What is it? A sweatshirt? Did someone throw that over? Where did that come from? I don't know. T-shirt, sweatshirt out there on the field of play. And he picks it up, brings it back in the dugout as Miller comes home with the strike. 3-1 the count here. Already 1 out on the board, looking to cruise as he's up to 36 pitches. And there's a big strike 2 out of Miller. Fastball 91 miles an hour. Cut on and tipped by Doshbach to stay alive. Bat boy's got to bring out some extra balls to the home plate umpire. Infield, outfield playing straight up. Wind 9 miles an hour from right to left, pushing inside the ballpark. And this is skied up in the air in shallow right. Mignetti ranging back. He's calling everybody off, and he stumbles over and makes the catch. Tracking it with the wind, I think pushing it a little bit further to his right than he thought, but he tracked it very well, and the rookie picks up a huge out number 2. Here's Maverick Handley. Didn't play in yesterday's game, but was the catcher on Tuesday. Went 2 for 3 with a walk as well. So pretty solid day for someone who's batting only 136 as he takes a first pitch strike. Evanko still warming up in the bullpen for the Fightins as Hanley's down 0-2. We'll see if Miller can get out of this inning. So he honestly only gets usually 2 or 3 at most. And if you're going to have a bullpen guy make a spot start, he's certainly the one to do it. Ortiz takes a couple steps to his left and makes the catch. 3 balls in the air as Miller gets out of that inning very quickly and sends his team back up to bat, bottom second. They're down by 1. It's the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming up here in the second.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Well, nobody's really made it up to the press box with a hot dog yet this season, but I'm sure I'll come home with one sometime soon. Love the middle of the second. Burke's packing crazy hot dog vendor half inning. As Reading back up to bat here in the bottom of the second. They trail 1-0, but Miller came in the top half and they shut down Baysox. 3 quick outs. And now, Reading back up to bat. Velez will see Ohapi, Akami, and Conley here. Neither team has recorded a hit. Ohapi elevates this. The second baseman, Westberg, tracking it back. He'll make the catch just a few steps into the outfield. And there's a quick one. Here's Josh Akami now. Leads the team in batting average with the .253 average. Unless you want to consider Mignetti the team leader with a .333, but he's only played in a handful of games for Reading, and Akami's been here the whole season, so I don't know if he's had enough sample size. Not a qualified player as of yet. I'll give him a couple more games, and if he's still batting in the threes, I will certainly include him in that conversation. 1 ball, 1 strike to Josh Akami. He's been very consistent for the Fightin' Phils. He rips this down the right field line, and it is foul. But if he can send that to the left a handful of feet, I mean, that was long out of the park, but it was just foul. Crowd making some noise here as he holds off on a ball upstairs, 2-2. And there's a called strike on the outside corner. Alchemy sat down without number 2, and here it is on Jack Conley. Conley rips this one down the left field side. Does it drop in fair? It does. He's hustling around first and on to second. And he's going to hold up there as Fontana finally throws it in from the wall. Conley psyched there with a double with 2 outs on the board, looking to keep the line moving. Here's Jonathan Guzman. I've been very impressed with Conley lately. Such heart and hustle, I think. Does anything for the team. Plays in the outfield quite a bit. Also substitute for catcher when Logan Ohapi has a day off, as Guzman takes a swinging strike on a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Saw Conley doing some yoga out on the field this morning. Brought his own mat. Ground ball right to the third baseman. On to first, and Guzman just a heartbeat behind that throw. And Conley's left out on second. But Reading gets the first hit of the game here, a double from Jack. They strand him on. So we'll go to the top of the third, and we should see Ethan Ivanko here. Reading down by 1.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com. Ethan Ivanko throwing some warm-up pitches on the mound here as he joins the Fightin Phils off the Florida Complex League. It's the kind of rehabbing facility. Back on May 11th. Last summer he did start for Reading in the beginning of the season, but got moved up to the Iron Pigs very quickly. And then in the middle of the season in July was injured and spent the rest of the summer rehabbing and able to get his start here for the season with us. Lucky to have him back here. He was dominant when he was in Lehigh Valley. Watson fouls it back for the second time here as Ivanko faces the number 9 batter, then back to the top of the order with Haskin and Henderson. Reading has the first and only hit of the game thanks to Jack Conley's double, but the Baysox have the first and only run, and so they lead 1-0. Infield back deep here to Watson as the lefty deals and fires all the way across the diamond is Castillo. And man, that is Gazzo. What a throw from Sal Gazzo. Gazzo from deep in the hole at third. Bullet to Akami, and he gets the speedy Watson out. And there's one. Ivanko, a left-handed reliever last season, only pitched 2 innings for the Fightin Phils before he was called up, and pitched 23 innings, allowing just 11 earned runs all season long. Struck out 17 batters and held them to a .247 average, but of course struggled with that injury, so looking forward to watching him compete this season. The lefty, glove at the head. Now he kicks and fires home. First pitch ball, second pitch is fouled back. Shadows starting to come across into left field and at home plate, peeking through at first and third as well. This is rocketed up the middle. It's going to drop in front of Jack Conley, and now the Baysox have a hit here. They'll have Haskin on with 1 out here for Gunnar Henderson.
The third baseman, number 4, Gunnar Henderson.
Taking a lead is Haskin on first. He's not been successful in a base-stealing attempt this season. But Gunnar Henderson, very speedy. We saw him steal third, and he was able to come home as well on the rundown with Shane Fontana. But he takes a swinging strike. Ivanko goes off speed. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's going to gently toss over to first just to let Haskin know he's keeping an eye on him. Glove set at the head. He's looking at first, but he comes home inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now, Ivanko started his professional career as a starter out of Grand Canyon University, but then shifted to the bullpen and has clearly been very successful. Spent all of 2019 as a starter, and then really in 2021 and through the pandemic transitioned to the bullpen. Misses inside, and the count is now full here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. First outing of the season here for Ethan. On the first base side of the rubber, he comes home with the payoff pitch, and it's just below the knees for ball 4. That'll put 2 on and 1 out here for Joey Ortiz.
The shortstop, number 6, Joey Ortiz.
If you have the opportunity, if you're sitting with your phone or computers, I'm not sure how you're listening to this, so you might be, but you've got to go on either Twitter, or I bet if you just did a Google search, and you got to find the video of Charlie Manuel ringing the bell at the Sixers game. I mean, he is a legend. Ground ball left side. Gazzo going to go over to first, but the runner beats the throw up the line, and the bases are loaded here for the Baysox with 1 out. That's going to go E5 because the throw kind of up the line, and Gazzo double pumped it. And it'll go in as an error to load the bases. Haskin on third, Henderson on second, and Ortiz on first with Shane Fontana up at the plate. And 1 out on the board. Still time, still a chance to get out of this inning without any damage done. Just going to see some work here out of Ivanko. Fontana has been up twice with the bases loaded and has struck out both times. So certainly a good sign for Ivanko as he gets a foul ball. The count 1-1. Playing in is Gazzo at third. The rest of the infield back deep, hoping they can turn a double play here with the lefty Fontana as he takes the ball. 2-1 the count here. So Charlie Manuel rang the bell to start the Sixers game today. Right now, the score is Miami Heat 12, Philadelphia 76ers 11. They are in the first quarter at the Wells Fargo Center. And this is a do-or-die game. Heat has the series 3-2. But every home team has won so far, so good opportunity for the Sixers. And that is inside. It is a full count here with the bases loaded, and there is no place to put him. Here's the payoff pitch, drilled to right field. Ortiz on the run at the warning track. The sun is in his eyes. He makes the catch, and he throws it in. And a run will score on the sacrifice fly. And Henderson gets to third with his speed. Ortiz, good throw in, but just so deep into the outfield. And good thing he can make the catch there, and it didn't go over the fence. So the Baysox now lead 2-0 with runners on the corners here, but 2 outs on the board for Jordan Westberg. First pitch on the outside corner for an emphatic strike call. 91 with his fastball goes Ivanko. Misses down low. He comes inside once again. 2 balls, 1 strike. Does have 2 outs on the board here. Opportunity to get out with just one run across, and Reading will be right up to bat just shortly. Three balls, one strike here. Henderson on third. We know he's quick. O'Hoppe protecting the plate. And Ortiz still on first. Henderson won Player of the Week last week for the Baysox, so riding off of a good series against Harrisburg. Ground ball left side, it's foul. And that'll be strike two, so another full count here. This time a fly ball or any kind of out will be out number 3, and a run won't be able to score. Ivanko sets up on the first base side of the rubber. He's got his right foot pointed a little bit. Leans over, gets the call, now he comes set. He moves very quickly as it's ball 4 below the knees, and that will walk a runner down to first here, and a prompt visit from the pitching coach, Matt Hockenberry. Hockenberry comes to the mound. Nobody warming up for the Fightins. This is going to be on Ivanko here. Akami always comes in as well. Middle infielders hanging out. Everybody else still in their spot. The bases are loaded for the second time in this game. Henderson on third, Ortiz on second, and Westberg on first. And it is Cody Roberts, the designated hitter today, up at the plate. 2 outs on the board, though, as the home plate umpire, Kyle Nickel, comes out, breaks up the meeting on the mound, and Hockenberry goes back to the dugout. Phillies don't play till 10:10 tonight against the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Iron Pigs up 3-0 on Derek Hall's bullet, his 11th homer of the season. That is crazy. He's a 2-time International Player of the Week already. Here's the first pitch, a swinging strike as Ivanko goes off speed, 0-1. Jersey Shore just beginning their contest against Bowling Green. And Clearwater up 3-1 on Daytona. Another off-speed pitch fools Roberts, and he's down 0-2 here with the bases loaded and 2 outs on the board. Ivanko comes set. 3 on, 2 out. The pitch in the dirt. He checked his swing, but he does not go around. And 1-2 the count. Henderson takes his lead at third. Everybody else kind of relying on how far he goes. With 2 outs, they're running. The 1-2. Sent out to center field. Coming over is Conley. Tracking the ball. He makes the catch. And Ivanko gets out of it. Just 1 run across with the bases loaded. And so the Baysox have a 2-0 lead, but Reading up to bat in the bottom of the third coming up in just a second.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klinger's on Corsonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Reading needs some offense getting going here in the bottom of the third, down by 2. They put up another run on a sacrifice fly in the top half as the lefty Antonio Velez comes out with just giving up 1 hit on the board, but he hasn't seen Fraylin Minetti yet, who had another 2-hit contest yesterday, and I'll see him a ball and a strike to start off his at-bat. The only hit of the day coming from Jack Conley, had a double, but was stuck there at the end of the inning. Ground ball left side, Ortiz onto first, and there is 1 out. Now, the Fightins hadn't made an error in 5 consecutive games, their longest streak of the season, but Salgazzo did make 1 in the top half, and so that will end that streak. But a good run and always more games, another opportunity for it tomorrow. Gazzo steps in the right side. 1 out on the board. Here's the pitch from the lefty Velez, and he pokes it the opposite way. Gazzo on 1 pitch gets a base hit as Watson bobbles it, but he's going to stay put at first, and that is a big single for Salgazzo. As we go back to the top of the order, Ali Castillo comes up with a runner on and 1 out. Really good piece of hitting there from Gazzo. Reading just needs base runners here. Only down by 2 at this point. It's certainly not something they can do. A bunt by Castillo, and he's already on the run down the first base line. The pitcher Velez couldn't get to it. And so safe at first is Ali Castillo. Gazzo off to second. And suddenly there's 2 on and just 1 out here for Jalen Ortiz. 1 swing of the bat by anybody here could certainly change the momentum of this game as Reading putting some offense on here in the bottom of the third. The lefty Velez seems ready to work here. Already set up and waiting for Ortiz to step in. Ortiz struck out his first time up. It'll come up in a very different situation here and take a back foot slider inside. Ball 1. Everything but right field in the shade now, so Jess Watson has to work against the sun. Here's the 1-0. Ortiz rockets this down the left field line, but it is foul. It was long gone. Just got to put that a little bit to the right. And we'll see. Glove at the waist, looking back at second is Velez. The guys are not taking that much of a lead. Ortiz sees a ball below the knees. Sean Williams at the third base's coach's area, ready to wave around Gazzo and perhaps Castillo, if possible. Both of them very good runners. Another long ball by Ortiz. Still foul, but still way into that left field Seidel Auto Group picnic area. And Ortiz just looking to right the ship here down to his final strike. Crowd getting excited with an opportunity for Reading to get on the board. Down by 2. Got really good runners on the base pass. Velez comes home. Another foul ball back by Ortiz. And that is strike 2. 2 on, just 1 out. Here's the 2-2 to Ortiz. Below the knees, he holds off. And a full count here for the Fightin' Phils. Ortiz in the righty batter's box. A little bit of an open stance. Puts the bat on his right shoulder. Velez kicks and fires the payoff pitch inside. And now Redding has loaded the bases. Seems like the momentum certainly shifting in the direction of the Fightins as Gazzo moves to third. Castillo at second. And Jalen Ortiz at first. And here is the DH Aldrin Corridor, as we'll see a visit from their pitching coach, Josh Conway, here, trying to right the ship with Velez before things really get out of hand. However, I would personally love if they got out of hand right now. Just coming in is the catcher Hanley to talk with the pitcher and his pitching coach. Left side of the infield having a chat. Right side does as well. And Sean talking to Sal Gazzo over at third. Gazzo's certainly somebody that can get home on a pass ball, a wild pitch up at the plate. If anything, should get past Hanley. So here is Corridor from the left side. He had a very long line drive into the outfield his first time up. And we'll see if maybe he can do some damage here against the Fightins, having his third home run of the season yesterday. As the first pitch way inside, bumping Corridor back out. Just 1 out on the board. Bases loaded for the Fightin' Phils. Velez set at the waist, kind of looking down, a big right leg kick. Up the middle it goes. It gets into the outfield. Gazzo comes around to score. Castillo as well, and suddenly this game tied up at 2 apiece. And the hits are coming in for the Fightin' Phils. Runners on the corners and just 1 out for the RBI guy, Logan O'Hoppe. Look at this replay back. Nobody can get to it. A perfect shot up the middle. And impressive by the Fightins there as Corridor has really slid into this team very nicely. He's riding a hit streak, a 4-game hit streak. Now you can make it 5 games. As he drives in 2 runs for his team. And O'Hoppe pops the first one up. It was in the field of play, but nobody moved to go get it. So it'll just be a strike, and Hop kind of getting lucky there that nobody went for it. Leaning over. Velez gets the sign from Hanley's. 2 on, and just 1 out as O'Hoppe takes the ball at the feet. 1-1. Suddenly, this game is back in action. Both teams 2 runs on the board. Redding has 4 hits to Bowie's 1. O'Hoppe drives this into left center. It's going to drop in. Extra bases for O'Hoppe as jogging home is Ortiz. And Redding on top here, 3-2. Corridor makes his way to third, and another double for Logan. As the RBI guy drives in a run, everybody in the stands today can get a free coupon for a free specialty drink at Sheets, thanks to our partners over there for a cool sponsorship. Here's Josh Acme now with 2 in scoring position and just 1 out. The infield's going to come way in here. Try to protect a run at the plate. Might give up an extra base hit. Might give up a double as that pops off the window beside us and into the stands for strike 1. Corridor at third, O'Hoppe at second, as Acme holds off on a ball. Alchemy, a lefty batter here against the lefty Velez, struck out looking his first time up. Up the middle, back into the glove of Velez. He makes the play over at first, not able to get to as the runner's not forced to move. And there is out number 2 here for Jack Conley, who has 2 runners on. Conley got the first hit of the game for the Fightins, a double in the second inning. Now has an opportunity to help the team even more here. Conley drives this into left field. It's going to drop in. 1 run will score. O'Hoppe cruising. Is there a play at the plate? It's not in time. The throw gets past Hanley, and coming to third is Jack Conley. What an impressive day for the catcher playing center field. Certainly that'll go in as a single and advance on the throw. He drives in another 2 runs, and the Fightin' Phils lead big here, 5-2. So Conley on third. The line keeps moving as the only batter not to bat in this inning. Jonathan Guzman comes up, so Reading has gone through the order here with a runner on third and 2 outs. And Conley really took advantage of that play. He could have just stopped at first. He could have just stopped at second. But he chose to hustle it out and go all the way to the third. Heads up, base running by the con man. And the 1-0 outside becomes 2-0. Guzman grounded out to third base his first time up, and waiting on deck is Fraylin Mignetti. He's got some space up the middle, but he takes ball outside, and it's 3-0. Reading 5 runs on 5 hits this inning. Only 1 batter was walked, so they've really been doing all the damage themselves as Bowie has somebody warming up. The 3-0 hits the end of the strike zone, and now it's 3-1. That's Adam Stauffer, who came off the injured list today, as Guzman pops it foul. Actually, a Coatesville, PA native is Stauffer, which is pretty cool to be playing kind of locally for him. They also have Toby Welk on their roster out of PSU Berks, but he is on the injured list, and I'm not sure if he traveled with the team. Here's the payoff pitch. Guzman fouls it back again, and he'll keep his count. Runner on third, that's Jack Conley. 2 outs on the board. Reading leading 5-2. They did give a throwing error to the left fielder Fontana that allowed Conley to reach. Popped up into shallow right field. Coming in on the run is Watson, and he makes the catch. But Reading bats through the order on 5 hits. They score 5 runs. A huge power inning for the Fightins. And now they'll go with the lead into the top of the 4th. We'll see who comes out to pitch in just a moment.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt, and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Reading putting up a 5 spot in the bottom of the third. Very impressive for the team as Ethan Ivanko gets the ball back for the top of the fourth. So Reading leading 5-2, and Ivanko will see 7 through 9 in the order. Dashbach up first here. He takes a first pitch strike, and then Handley and Watson. No balls, 2 strikes here to Dashbach. Popped up to second his first time up. And he takes a swinging strike, the foul tip caught by O'Hoppe. And there's a quick one. Here's Maverick Handley, also 0 for 1 in today's contest. Reading 6 hits. The Baysox 1. Both teams have made an error in the field today. Chopper off the bat, it rolls foul, and he's down 0-2. Swing and a miss, and back-to-back Ks here for Ivanko. Goes off speed, and there is number 2. So here's the number 9 hitter, Zach Watson. Grounded out his first time up. Watson batting 146. Has 12 hits on the season. As the sun begins to set here in Reading, Pennsylvania. A nice skyline back behind us, those mountains in the background. And this is such a beautiful park, too. Can't forget about that. Ivanko gets a first pitch strike and then a second swinging one as he comes down and in. And for the third time in this inning, he has the batter down 0-2. Leans over, gets the sign from Hop. Here's the 0-2 to the righty in the dirt, and this time it'll be 1-2. So close to an immaculate inning. An immaculate inning is when you use 3 strikes on each batter to get them out. Very close. And he gets a swinging strike for out number 3. So strikes out the side here as we head into the bottom of the fourth. Is there anything better than scoring 5 runs and then coming back out and striking off the side? That's like amazing as we head into the bottom of the 4th inning. Maybe Reading can give us some more offense here. We'll see. Stick around.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
A call from the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen as Adam Stauffer from Coatesville, PA, comes into the game here. As Reading leads 5-2 in the top half. Ivanko struck out the side, one pitch away from an immaculate inning. And Fraylin Mignetti will see Stauffer for the first time this series, and he'll foul one back. It'll be Mignetti, Gazzo, and then back to the top of the order as Reading batted through it in the third, putting up 5 runs on 5 hits. Mignetti takes the ball 1-1. Stauffer, a righty, was drafted out of Coatesville High School in the 19th round in 2017, and just added back from the injured list today as he sends a ball into Mignetti, 2-1. Rips another one foul, 2-2. Stauffer is 6'7", out on the mound, towering over as he's got the raise of the bump as well. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Mignetti stays alive, another foul ball back. Mignetti carrying through this at bat. That was pitch number 5. Steps back in the righty batter's box and awaits the pitch from the righty Stauffer. Line drive, a tough play for Westberg as he takes a 360 trying to catch it, but he's able to fire it over to first. A good play by the second baseman, and there is out number 1. Here's Sal Gazzo, who had a hit today, along with a run scored. He really started off the third, if I'm being honest. Should get credit for getting himself on base and starting the line for the team. Gazzo takes the first pitch strike, facing a new pitcher since that hit came against the starter Velez, who was pulled. The final line, let me get to the final line on both of the starters. They're out here early. Miller, 1 run on no hits in 2 innings pitched, walked 2 and struck out 1, keeping his ERA under 2, a 1.93. As Gazzo takes strike 2. Velez, 3 innings of work, 6 hits, 5 runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. His ERA now up in the 6s. Gazzo sends this one sky high. It's going to come in the stands here, and he'll get to go again. A couple people not paying attention over there. And when it dropped in about a foot away from them, but this old man throws a little kid a ball. How sweet. That's what it's all about. Here's the 1-2. Righty on lefty. Gazzo batting from the left side, a switch hitter. He had his first hit on the right side, but he strikes out swinging, and there is out number 2. Ali Castillo in the top of the order. He had a hit and a run scored, but 1 for 2 today. There's the first pitch strike. Stauffer's last couple of outings have been very solid for the team, just giving up 2 earned runs and a total of 6 hits. He only had 3 appearances before he hit the injured list. Don't know about what that was. Only on there for a little over a week. Here's the 0-2 to Castillo, and he pokes it down the right field line the opposite way. He'll hold up at first, but he keeps the Fightin' Phils alive with 2 outs, trying to rally here. Castillo a multi-hit game as he hands the bat over to Jalen Ortiz. Now this is Stauffer's first year in Double-A. His whip was one of the best in the Orioles system last year. Now whip is walks and hits per innings pitched. And it was down in the 1, so that means for every inning gave up just averaging about 1 walk or hit per inning pitch, which is pretty low when you really do the math on all of it. Ortiz takes the first pitch strike from the right side. He had 2 very long foul balls in his last at-bat and eventually ended up taking a walk and coming around to score one of Reading's 5 runs. Much better against righty batters than he is against lefties, but we'll see how Ortiz can work as he checks his swing but doesn't go around upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. 93 off the hands of Stauffer. Seems like he's feeling good after his time on the injured list. And now this hits the outside corner. Another 93-mile-an-hour fastball for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on the board. Reading leads Bowie 5-2 here in the bottom of the 4th. But they've got a runner on, and Ortiz up at the plate. Ortiz going, the pitch outside. He slides in, but he gets tagged sliding in, and Sean not happy with that call. He's going to come over to talk to the umpire, Evan Johnson, passes him by as he gets the helmet from Castillo. And I think Ortiz will still be up next time because that looked like a ball to me. And that is out number 3 as Reading ends the 4th. They still lead 5-2, so we'll go into the 5th here at FirstEnergy Stadium in just a moment. Ivanko out for another inning of work here in the top of the 5th. He struck out the side pretty quickly in the top of the 4th, so we'll give him another outing here as he'll hit the top of the order in Haskin, Henderson, and Ortiz as he gets a first pitch strike and then a ball 1-1. Reading leads 5-2 here at the midway point in this contest. They've had 7 hits to the Baysox 1. Both teams have made an error in the field as Ivanko misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ground ball left side, backhanded by Guzman, fires it over to first, very sharp. And there is 1. Ivanko up to just 42 pitches here in relief. And hopefully he feels good out there because he looks very good. Here's Gunnar Henderson, who has been on base twice, once by a fielder's choice, once by a walk. Arguably the team's best hitter right now. A .307 average. Comes up. The lefty matchup against Ivanko. Takes a first pitch strike on the outside corner. Checking in with Lehigh Valley, they lead 3-2 now in the top of the fourth. Jersey Shore leads 2-1 as Ivanko misses outside. 1-1. All the cheers are for the vegetables. Carrot won the veggie race today. And there's a ball inside. 2-1. McCarthy, Tatum, and Casey Martin, both RBIs for Jersey Shore. That puts them up on top. And Clearwater leads 4-1 now. Big homer by Hao-Yu Lee, second of the season. And the Phillies, of course, don't play until 10:10 on the West Coast. 3-1 hits inside to Henderson, who walked down to first for the second time today. And there's a runner on with 1 out here for Joey Ortiz. Sixers tied 45-45, 2 minutes left before the half. Nobody warming up for Bowie, so I imagine we'll see Stauffer for another inning of work. First pitch strike to the righty batter, Ortiz. He's 0 for 2 today. Ivanko kicks and fires right down the middle. And there, strike number 2. Swing and a miss, and he picks up a strikeout for out number 2 in this half inning. That is 4 strikeouts for Ivanko, as he's working through his 3rd inning of work. Here is Shane Fontana from the left side with a runner on and 2 outs. Now, as far as relievers for Reading have gone, Sean has had a lot of them throwing just 1 inning of work, and that has worked pretty well. But if we look at the Phil's individual pitching, most innings by a starter was only been 2. So Ivanko comes in on his first outing and already gets 2.2, and as he gets a strike number 2 to Fontana, an opportunity to get a full 3. In the dirt, staying alive is Fontana. Ivanko leans over, gets the sign from Ohapi. Henderson takes his lead off of first. A line drive over the head of Mignetti trickles into right field. Henderson makes his way to third, and suddenly a traffic jam on the base pass. Runners on the corners with 2 outs here for Jordan Westberg.
The second baseman, number 7, Jordan Westberg.
Westberg 0 for 1, did have a walk his last time up against Ivanko. Braden Zarbniski now warming up for the Fightin' Phils here, but still an opportunity for Ivanko to get out of this inning without any damage. First pitch ball here to Westberg. Lefty on righty matchup as it's fouled up the third baseline, and that's a big strike number 1. Here's the pitch. just misses the outside corner. Thought he had that one, going off speed down to 80 miles an hour from his low 90s fastball. Henderson on third, Fontana on first. Henderson has one of the 2 runs for the Baysox here, but a big strike call to Westberg, and Evenko 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. 2 outs on the board, 2 runners on, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here to Jordan Westberg. Evenko kicks and fires home, and that'll do it. A called strike 3, his 5th K of the evening. And he gets Reading clean through the top of the 5th here, stranding 2 runners on. He'll put his team right back up to bat here in the bottom half. Reading leads 5-2.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Pelletin can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Pelletin for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Pelletin is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Bender coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
Jalen Ortiz set to lead us off here in the bottom of the 5th. Reading up 5-2. Adam Stauffer out for a second inning of relief work here. Ali Castillo got a hit off him, but they caught him stealing while Ortiz was up at the plate. He had a full count, so an opportunity with a fresh count here. And I'll take a first pitch strike from Stauffer. Ortiz walked and scored a run already in today's game. Sharply hit ground ball in the hole on the left side. Ortiz picks up a hit, and that's the way you want to start off a frame here. Reading gets a runner on with nobody out for the heart of their order here with Corridor and O'Hoppe up to bat soon. Junior PA inning. Girl did a great job reading Aldrim Corridor's name. Shuffling off of first is Ortiz. Doshbach holding him on there. Everyone else back deep here to the lefty bat in Corridor. He had a 2-run scoring single. Back in that 5-run third. Michael Jones giving some information over there to Jalen Ortiz. Stauffer comes set. A little bit of a pause, or a hitch sort of, in his kick when he comes home. And the count now 1-2. Nobody out here, bottom of the 5th. This is truly the midway point of the game. Corridor up the middle. It's a hopper to short, and he's going to avoid tagging second as he goes over to first. So instead of turning 2, they're going to just stick with getting Corridor out. Ortiz shifts to second, and there's a runner in scoring position with one away for the RBI guy in Logan Ohapi. Ohapi changing his walk-up song today. And hopefully that's given him some good vibes. Steps into the righty batter's box. And he takes the first pitch inside. His first time seeing Stauffer today. Did have a one-run double in the third. And there's a call. Strike, 2-1. If you're a fan of Berks County baseball, Ole Valley shocked the top-seeded Governor Mifflin in the Berks baseball quarterfinal. Luke McDonald throws a 6-hitter, and Ty Yerger drove in 2 runs for Ole Valley, as a ball and 2 strikes comes into Logan Ohapi. Reading's going to be hosting the semifinals on Monday and the finals championship round on Wednesday here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Love bringing that to the ballpark. I mean, Berks County baseball is so big in this area, and love being able to celebrate the good local talent. As Ohapi fouls one back, we'll go again. Stauffer looks back at second. Now he comes home upstairs, too high upstairs, and it's 2-2. Just one out on the board. Ortiz out on second at the half. The Sixers trail 48-49, so just down by 1 point. I would say that's pretty solid comparatively. And Ohapi pops this one into the net above the plaza, and he'll keep his 2-2 count. Stauffer looks over at third. Now he comes home. Logan Ohapi drives this deep to center field. Haskin at the warning track. He makes the catch. Ortiz is going to tag very late, and I think he's in there safely. No slide. He just runs in straight up. And Logan Ohapi drives him 90 feet from home here for Josh Akami. 2 outs on the board now, but an opportunity to add a couple of insurance runs as Reading already leads 5-2. Akami from the left side is 0 for 2 today. Takes the first pitch below the knees. Only 3 batters have not recorded a hit today. It's Akami, Guzman, and Mignetti. Everyone else has at least 1, if not 2 or a walk. Josh sends this deeply foul, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Still a lot of baseball left, still an opportunity to get on the stat sheet today. Settles in the lefty batter's box. Runner on third and 2 outs. Here's the 1-1. Josh sends this out to right field, way over the head of Zach Watson. And talk about a hit. He gives you a 2-run homer here, and the Fightins lead 7-2. He's waving to the bullpen. They are going wild in right field. Gets a big high five from Sean Williams as he rounds third and comes home. His 4th home run of the season, and puts Reading up big time. Here is Jack Conley with 2 outs on the board. Conley, a multi-hit game already today. Akami had 3 of the longest foul balls I have ever seen. And I was just waiting this game for him to right the ship, because clearly he's got the power and he can connect. just couldn't bring it over, and then finally he does with a runner on third, and Reading up 7-2 here in the bottom of the fifth. Stauffer sees Jack Conley 2 balls here. Conley sends this one into foul territory in right field. It's going to end up in the general admission section in right, and that's a first pitch strike. Stauffer deals. Conley fouls it back, and suddenly it's 2-2. Love to know the exit velo on Akami's homer. Let's see if I can find that out. Conley on a dropped third strike is racing down the first baseline. Not able to get there in time, so that will end the inning, but not before Josh Akami puts 2 runs on the board with a long ball out to right field. And Reading up 7-2 as we go into the 6th. Should be Zarbniski for us in just a moment.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phil's mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top-flight local jobs, go with who you know. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, M-A-S-C-A-R-O, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Brayton Zarbniski comes in here for the top of the 6th. Reading put another 2 runs on the board thanks to Josh Akami's home run. And so, top of the 6th, Zarb will face Roberts, Doshbach, and Handley. Bowie only has 2 hits today, 2 runs on the board. Reading has 9 hits and 7 runs. Both teams have made an error in the field. The final line on Ivanko, 3 innings of work, the most for a reliever this season. 2 hits, 1 run, not earned, 3 walks, and 5 Ks. Ground ball deep to third. Gazzo, a perfect bullet across the diamond, and there is 1. Here's Doshbach now, with 1 out on the board. Zarbniski, one of the lowest ERAs for the team this season, still under 2. 1.88 in 14 1/3 innings of relief. Now, of course, Eric Miller still throwing under 2 as well. Some other players, and the lowest ERA of the team is Matt Seelinger, 1.08. I think that's pretty good. That's everybody that's under the 2 mark. As Doshbach fouls 1 back, 1 ball, and 1 strike. Doshbach 0 for 2 today. Zarbniski, the righty, looking to keep that the same way. He's only allowed 3 earned runs this season. Pumps it back. There's strike 2. Now Zarb has had 9 appearances. One of them was a spot start on a bullpen game for the Fightins. The rest of them, and all of them, unless he makes another spot start, will be out of the bullpen. A true reliever. He kicks and fires, sent in the air to right center. Conley tracking over. He'll make the catch. And there is 2. Sun almost fully set here in Baseball Town. Greatest game under the lights here on a beautiful night, Thursday, here at the park. Gotta love it. You gotta. Here's Maverick Handley now. Nobody on and 2 out. He'll take a first pitch below the knees. Zarb hitting 96 miles an hour there. Pretty impressive. Out of the bullpen. Holds off on another pitch down and away. 2-0. Infield back deep except for Josh at first to the righty batter. He's going to line this in for a base hit. Trips coming around first. I think he would have held up there anyways, but slips on his way out, stands up, and the Baysox have a runner on with 2 outs here for their number 9 hitter, Zach Watson. Watson 0 for 2 today. Zarb, a righty, has his back to first, but he turns his hips around and looks at the runner as he sends a first pitch strike here into Watson. Foul ball. It's going to come into the netting over the plaza. They have to fish those every day. Our stadium operations manager gets up on a scissor lift and pokes those off the net. I especially had to do it yesterday because there was a hot dog the hot dog up there, the crazy hot dog vendor, overshot the grandstand a little bit, didn't know his own strength, and it can't sit up there. As Zarbniski hits 96 mile an hour up in the zone for a strikeout to end the inning and strand the runner on first. Reading keeps their 7-2 lead as we go into the bottom of the 6th. Should see a pitching change for Bowie as well.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone. But help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Jonathan Guzman to lead us off here in the bottom of the 6th inning as the Baysox made a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen to bring in lefty Easton Lucas. 6'4", 180 out of Thousand Oaks, California. He sends a first pitch strike to Guzman and a second one outside. It'll be the 7th through 9 in Guzman, Mignetti, and Gazzo. Reading leads Bowie 7-2. Lucas working quickly here as Guzman fouls it back. Just one of 2 batters not to record a hit here. Still a lot of opportunities. I'm sure they'll get up probably 2 more times, if not once at least. Guzman skies this into center field. Barely having to make a move is Haskin, and there's out number 1. Lucas originally drafted from the Marlins in the 14th round back in 2019 out of Pepperdine, which is on the West Coast, but was traded on December 2nd of 2019, so he didn't even really make it through a full season, and that's it. Obviously traded to the Orioles for Jonathan Villar. And been with the Orioles ever since, spending most of his season, all of his season, in their High A organization. And now getting his Double-A start this summer. A 2.61 ERA in 5 appearances, 10 1/3 innings pitched as he sees Mignetti 1 ball and 1 strike, and this one inside for ball number 2. 4 walks and 13 strikeouts. 3 earned runs given up this season. There's a pitch outside, and Mignetti works his way to a 3-1 count. That is a walk as Mignetti takes ball 4, so now he gets himself on base for the first time tonight. With just 1 out, here is Sal Gazzo.
The third baseman, number 7, Sal Gazzo.
Gazzo 1 for 2 today. Reading just trying to keep the line moving. They're already up 7-2, but I am personally of the mindset that no runs is ever enough. Like, anybody could score any amount of runs in an inning. There's no limit. It's just until you get 3 outs. So I don't think when people get mad about hitting when you're up 5-0, stealing bases, when you're up 7-0, I personally am not sure that I see the logic, because it is completely possible to score 7 runs in an inning. Reading has put on 5 runs in an inning once. If they can do it, Bowie can do it as well. Gazzo takes back-to-back balls. He's up 2-0 in the count. Hanley, a quick run out to his pitcher, Lucas, and now he's already back behind the plate. Checks the swing. He doesn't go around, and he's up 3-0 here. Mignetti already walked down to first. Trying to do it again here. And he takes a first pitch strike. Most likely on the 3-0 you're going to take. bat goes flying from Gazzo. Luckily, we have that netting there to protect the fans, and it does its job. And so now the count is full. Fireworks going off somewhere else in Berks County, or just a big boom there. But Gazzo, who was up 3-0 in the count, now comes back with 3 balls and 2 strikes. I don't know if they're looking for some pine tar that he can spray his bat there. Obviously don't want to see it go flying again. That could be dangerous, and that's why they do allow batters to use that, just to make sure. Safety first. And so we'll head back up with a runner on and 1 out. Count now 3-2, see if he can work a walk. Gazzo batting in the righty spot, the switch hitter against the lefty, takes ball 4 upstairs, doesn't have to swing that time. Back-to-back walks issued by Lucas in his first outing, and Reading suddenly has 2 on and 1 out with the top of the order and Ollie Castillo coming up. Castillo, a multi-hit game, did get caught stealing back in the 4th. Will come up with 2 on and just 1 out. Jalen Ortiz waiting anxiously on deck. First pitch, all called strike, 89 miles an hour out of Lucas. Lucas just 25 years old. Sends a pitch in the dirt. 1-1 here to Castillo. Got a couple good this day in baseball town history to share with you guys today. I couldn't choose. I actually had to put 2 in the game notes because I couldn't decide. Here's the pitch to Castillo. Gets it in the hole on the right side. Holding up at third is Mignetti, and Reading, for the second time this game, have the bases loaded with just 1 out. A 3-hit day for Castillo is very impressive here, as Reading has been all over these pitchers. And here's Jalen Ortiz with the bases juiced. It's Mignetti on third, Gazzo on second, and Castillo on first. No visit from their pitching coach. It doesn't seem like it. And now the lefty will set up against the righty Ortiz. Jalen, an opportunity to come up big. Already has 1 hit and 2 runs scored today. Ortiz drives this out to left. Looking back is a left fielder. A grand slam for Jalen Ortiz. Wow. Reading up 11-2 here. The first grand slam of the season, and a team leading 6 home runs for Ortiz. Makes the sign of the cross, looks up as he touches home. Well done, Jalen. Looks jacked up as he heads into the dugout. High fives from all his teams. I think Kevin Bacuna, the biggest hype man out there. And so the base is cleared here for Aldrum Corridor. Still 1 out on the board. Man, I was waiting for the first grand slam of the season. Last year we only had 1, Jorge Bonifacio. This year we get 1 early. Very exciting for Jalen. Corridor already has a hit, 2 RBIs, and a run in this game. Keep forgetting to tweet out this game, but I'll tweet that. Corridor, 1 ball and 2 strikes here. From the left side, Cortez smokes a ball into foul territory. Swing and a miss for Corridor, and there's 2 outs on the board.
The catcher, number 6, Logan.
As Logan O'Hoppe comes up here. O'Hoppe already came up big with a double. That was the tying run. His double in the third tied up, was the go-ahead run. So he made this game 3-2, and ever since then, Reading has not looked back. Foul ball back from O'Hoppe. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs on the board. Hop looking to keep the Fightins alive here as he takes a pitch inside for ball 3. Checking back in on the Sixers game. They are down by 13 in the third quarter. Still lots of basketball left to go. O'Hoppe crushes this ball into left. It just doesn't get enough on it as it's caught by Fontana. A grand slam from Jalen Ortiz, the first of the season, puts Reading up 11-2 as we go into the 7th. Lots of action here at the ballpark. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be right back with the 7th in just a moment.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays features special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Art Phil's game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Now batting for the Baysox, the center fielder number 10, Hudson Hashkin.
Top 7 coming at you. The Fightin' Phils leave 11-2 on a grand slam by Jalen Ortiz. So Braden Zarbniski comes out for another inning of work, and he will see the top of the order in Haskin, Henderson, and Joey Ortiz. First pitch ball into Haskin. Zarbniski let up a hit in the 6th, but got out of it clean as he misses 2-0. Zarbniski, glove at the chest, kicks and fires home. And there's a called strike outside. Wind out on the flag in center field, just blowing a little bit. 7 miles per hour as it dwindled a little bit with the sun setting. Occasionally a gust or 2. Haskin connects deep to center field. Conley on the way back. A solo home run from Hudson Haskins makes it 11-3. That's his 5th of the season, but Baysox have a lot more work to do. Down 11-3 here. Tough way to start off the inning, but nobody on the base pass here for Gunnar Henderson. First pitch ball here. Reading, nobody up in the bullpen. They're going to give Zarbniski the opportunity to get through this. The righty gets a foul ball back from Henderson, 1-1. He's had quite a day up at the plate. Been on all 3 times, but hasn't recorded a hit. A fielder's choice and 2 walks. Scoring just 1 of 3 runs for the Baysox. As he takes a ball outside. The Iron Pigs still up 3-2. They have the bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th, just 1 out on the board. Maybe Jorge Bonifacio can hit that grand slam here. He was the only one that had one last season for us, as Zarbniski misses 3-1. So we'll keep an eye on that. Jersey Shore down 6-2. Bowling Green. And Clearwater took the win 4-2 against Daytona. There's ball 4, so Zarbniski issues a walk, and there's a runner on here for Joey Ortiz.
The shortstop number 6, Joey Ortiz.
Joey waiting for Logan O'Hoppe to get back from a quick visit on the mound. Reading has had 11 hits in this game so far. We're only in the top of the 7th. The Baysox just 4. Check my game notes for the most number of hits. I want to say in a 9-inning contest has been 14, but let me just confirm that. Runs in a game is 12. So 1 more till they tie that at least. And hits in a game, 17. No, that's not true. A high pop-up, O'Hoppe back behind the plate. In foul territory, he'll make the catch. And that's a good catch by Hop for out number 1. Font is so small here. Most hits in a game, 14. So I was right, at New Hampshire on May 1st. And the most runs, 12. So we'll keep an eye on that. Reading getting awfully close here against the Baysox. 1 out on the board. Still a runner on, though, here for Shane Fontana. Righty on lefty matchup. Zarb misses upstairs. Takes a deep breath, looks back at the runner on first. Now he comes home. Fontana trying to hold up his swing, but he makes contact, and there's strike 1. So on this day in history, May 12, 1952, Red Doohan, who was the manager of the 1919 Reading Coal Barons, dies in Rochester, New York at the age of 72. Now, this is a cool part. Doohan piloted Reading in its inaugural season in the International League, so the first ever manager in Reading, as Fontana pops this foul for strike 2. Then another one, May 12, 2008, at Reading. The annual morning game is canceled due to bad weather. Though it doesn't rain, the conditions throughout the morning are cold and windy. Now, a complete 180 for the morning game that we saw on Tuesday. Perfectly sunny, 7,500 fans, the largest crowd in minor league baseball. And glad we had that going instead of 08. Line drive up the middle. Fontana very leisurely tosses his bat and jogs down to first. And there are 2 on and 1 out here for Jordan Westberg. 1 pitch could certainly end the inning here. righty. Steps on the first base side of the rubber here to the righty, Jordan Westberg. First pitch misses outside, 1-0. Zarb's pitch count 28 here, so still has some wiggle room, as it looks like maybe Bubby Rossman getting warm in the bullpen for the Fightins. Foul ball back. It hits the roof. 1-1 the count. Infield, outfield playing straight up here against Westberg, although Jack Conley shifted a little closer to right center. Westberg kind of hunches over in his bat, looking for a power swing. He takes a ball outside. 6-3. Up at the plate. Taller than the home plate umpire, Kyle Nickel. Zarbniski, the 2-1, blazes 95, still keeping his velocity up high with 30 pitches on the board. And he's got him 2-2. It's Henderson on second, Fontana on first. Henderson walking 3 times in this game. And this is smoked into left field, a no-doubter home run. And the Baysox put 3 runs on the board here. And it's 11-6 now. And that is tough for the Fightin' Phils. Like I said before, I don't think any runs is enough for either team. I think you just keep looking to increase your lead. Obviously, 11 is very comfortable. But it's 11-5 now. Reading, of course, still quite a bit of wiggle room here. And the base will be empty now here for Cody Roberts with 1 out on the board. 2 home runs in this inning for the Baysox. Haskins led off with 1, and here is Westberg with his 6th of the season. I think that's team leading for the Baysox. This one is smoked down the left field line, but it is foul. And that's just a strike for Roberts, who's 0 for 3 today. The bottom of the lineup has not been working for the Baysox. Yesterday it was the bottom of the lineup that was producing. Well, today all the runs have come from the top 5 batters. Just 1 hit out of Maverick Hanley, who's batting 8th. Rossman now warming in the bullpen. Foul ball back. Down and away, but Roberts chases, and there is out number 2 on the board here as Doschbach comes up for the 4th time this game, 0 for 3, and it looks like they will let Zarbniski pitch through it. There's a first pitch strike to Doschbach. Zarbniski seems to get back into his routine here as he sees him another called strike on the bottom of the zone, bringing 95 down to 83 with his off speed. And a swing and a miss from Doschbach, back-to-back Ks. Does get Zarbniski out of the inning, not before 4 runs cross the plate on a home run by Haskin and 1 by Westberg as well. Reading still leads 11-6 now, a little bit of a closer game as we head into the bottom of the 7th, stretch time here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Since the first game played here in 1951, I direct your attention down the right field line where the
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries, but only Lidl has really low prices, like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Josh Ockamy to lead us off after stretch time here at America's Classic Ballpark. The Fightin' Phils up 11-6, 2 home runs in the top half. Put Bowie on the map here, but still a considerable lead for the Fightins. It'll be Ockamy and then Conley and Guzman. Ockamy had a 2-run home run his first time up. He takes 2 balls and a strike here. A lefty-on-lefty matchup here as Ock takes ball 3. An opportunity to start off this game with a inning with a runner on here. Fouls it back, and the count is now full. Three-two, swing and a miss, 90-mile-an-hour up in the zone, blazes past Ockamy. That's the first strikeout here for Lucas as he gets out number 1 in the 7th for Jack Conley. Curveball misses upstairs. Conley has already had a 2-hit game. 2 RBIs on the board as he takes another one upstairs. Pokes it foul, and the count moves 2-1. You can hear it hit the bleacher seats. Not very fun for our seats. They always get cracked with sharp foul balls like that if there's not a fan in that exact seat to catch it. Conley sends another one foul. This time it gets on the roof, and the count 2-2. Sharply hit past a diving Ortiz, and a 3-hit game for Jack Conley here. Very impressive as he gets on first with 1 out here for Jonathan Guzman. If I look at my multi-hit games here, Jack Conley has had 2 2-hit games. This is his first 3-hit game of the season. As Guzzi steps up, the only one to not reach base successfully today, with a runner on and 1 out. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Reading 11 runs on 12 hits. Bowie 6 runs on 6 hits. Both teams have made an error in the field. Sent foul into the stands. 0-2 the count. Just one out on the board. Fraylin Mignetti anxiously waiting in the on-deck circle. Bubby Rossman is warming up for the Fightins. We should see him in the next frame. Here's the 0-2. Guzzi stays alive with another foul ball back. Reading really getting a piece of a lot of these pitches, making them throw quite a number. Lucas is at 43 right now. The starter, which was Velez, had 48, and Stauffer, a reliever, had 40. Guzman over the head of Ortiz. He'll drop this in, and everybody in the R-Phils lineup has reached one way or another tonight. As Fraylin Mignetti comes up, he's the only one not to have a hit. He did walk and score a run, so I'm going to count that. But if he can get a hit, then everybody in the lineup will have had a hit today. Mignetti comes up with 2 on and 1 out. Big moves for the Fightin' Phils today as they hit number 13 there off the bat of Guzman. They lead 11-6. They lost some of their lead in the top of the 7th, so maybe they can get back a run or two here in the bottom half. Certainly not anywhere close to a save situation yet, as Mignetti takes a first pitch strike. He had a good multi-hit game yesterday. Reading only had 4 hits total, and he had 2 of them, which was very impressive. Also had 3 RBIs on Tuesday's day game as he fouls one back down 0-2. Wind picking up a little bit out in center field. Certainly works well for the righty bats if you can keep it fair. Mignetti joined us just about a week ago from Clearwater. 22 years old, getting his first stint in Double-A. Chopper over to first. It will move the runners over, so there'll be 2 in scoring position now with 2 outs as the play is made unassisted by Doshbach at first. And here is Sal Gazzo now with Conley at third and Guzman at second. And the switch hitter is going to bat righty against Lucas. He saw him before, he walked before. Against the lefty. Into the righty batter's box he goes. And now time is called by the pitcher. Brushes some dirt the way he wants it and steps back on the first base side of the rubber. Here's the first pitch. Gazzo takes a strike. Crowd not too happy with that call from the umpire. Lucas looks back at Jack Conley on third. Gazzo takes a called strike at the knees down 0-2. Lucas, big kick and fires home this time. It's above the letters for ball 1. Two on, 2 out here, bottom of the 7th inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Gazzo sends it foul down the third baseline. Jack Conley does like a bunny hop. Not let it hit him. So he gets another opportunity here. Here's the 1-2. This one, back foot slider misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lucas has his ball behind his back. Now he'll come set with his glove at the chest and get his grip as he comes home. The 2-2 becomes the 3-2 as Gazzo has worked his way back in this at-bat, and now the count is full. Here's the payoff pitch. A pop-up into shallow right field. The second baseman, Westberg, comes over and makes the catch. So Reading will strand 2 runners on here in the bottom of the 7th. They keep their 11-6 lead. So top of the 8th we come in just a moment here at America's Classic Ballpark. Fans, don't go anywhere.
Gear up for Fightin' Phil's season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phil's team store at FirstEnergy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phil's hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear, plus throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phil's attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Bubby Rossman is going to come in here to face the Baysox in the top of the 8th inning. He'll see Hanley and Watson, and then back to the top of the order with Haskin. Reading leads 11-6. He's looking to keep it that way as he pitches for the second time in this series. Pitched on Tuesday, 1 inning of work, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Gets a first out here to Hanley on a ground ball, and that is out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out for Rossman. I don't think he can get any more efficient than that. Rossman, the righty, leans over to face the righty Watson. He's 0 for 3 today with a pair of strikeouts. Takes a first pitch inside. 1-0. Time is called. Watson taking a moment before stepping back in the batter's box. Holds off outside, 2-0. Final line coming in on Braden Zarbniski. 2 innings of work, 4 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. A little bit uncharacteristic out of Zarb as a ground ball is hit sharply to Gazzo. Another good throw over there. And there is out number 2. Back to the top of the order with Haskin. Now he had a 2-hit day with the solo shot to start off the 7th. I think that honestly brought some energy back to the Baysox, but don't think enough here as they're still down by 5 coming into the back half of this game. Haskin takes the first pitch ball and then a second one outside. Rossman just 6 pitches here with already 2 outs in the top of the 8th, hoping to put his team right back up to bat. As Brian Marconi, we should see him for the top of the 9th inning. And hopefully, knock on wood, Reading does not have to bat in the bottom half. Rossman kicks and fires. The 3-0 becomes a 3-1. Haskin already tosses his bat, thought he had first, but the home plate umpire, Kyle Nichols, says, get back here. Rossman faces left field. He comes home with a 3-1, in for a called strike. Again, Haskin thought it was ball 4, but nope, stay put. They got a good graphic on the video board, one of those crosswalk signs that says don't walk, blinking. Please return to the batter's box. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on the board. The payoff pitch is a called strike 3, and Haskin is rung up. Rossman gets out of the inning quickly and very quietly as the team back up to bat, and I would say maybe 3 minutes here. And on to the bottom of the 8th we go. Reading leads 11-6.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs.
Yeah, that's kind of
embarrassing. Provide the
embarrassing.
service for Pool Pavilion at the FirstEnergy Stadium and
Just
keep it
wait
clean
for the
and
call,
maintained
yeah.
throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and
Sure.
professional service.
Yeah, that would be good.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phils season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
No, the one that I was
Looking for the
looking
place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Now batting for the R-Phils, the left fielder number 39, Ali Castillo.
Back to the top of the orders for the Fightins as Ali Castillo will lead us off in the bottom of the 8th inning. Rossman came in and got 3 quick outs on 8 pitches. I'm talking that couldn't have been more than 3 minutes for the half inning. I should track that. That would be interesting. As Castillo takes a first pitch strike. A call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen as the ball is handed from Easton Lucas to Wes Robinson here. For the bottom of the 8th, Lucas on a total of 54 pitches. Through 2 innings of work, 4 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. So filling up that sheet. Not quite in the way that you'd want it. Tonight's attendance is 3,601. So kind of a solid attendance on a Thursday night here at the ballpark. Perfect weather, but we're hoping to have a packed weekend as Castillo fouls one back, 1-2 the count. Reading currently has 13 hits. Their season high so far has been 14, so this could be the last time they bat, so maybe they could get 1 or 2 more. And their season high runs is 12. They've got 11 here. Castillo takes a slider down and away, and it's 2-2. Reading put a run on in the, 5 runs on in the 5th as this is grounded to Westberg. He bobbles it, but he's able to pick it up and send it over. And there is out number 1. Here's Jalen Ortiz. So maybe I should start with the first. Bowie put a run on as Henderson was able to come home when they were tracking a rundown over at first as Ortiz takes a ball down and away. Then Reading put on 5 runs in the 3rd inning. 2-run single from Corridor, a 1-run double from Ohapi, and 2 runs off the bat of Jack Conley made it 5-1. Ortiz rips this into left center. Get out, ball. Just shy. It bounces off the wall. He's hustling for 2. Able to get in before the throw, and he picks up a big double. A 3-hit day here for Jalen Ortiz. And he gets on the base pass here for Aldrim Corridor with 1 away. So Reading led 5-1, but then in the in the 3rd as well, a sacrifice fly from Fontana scored Haskin, so it was 5-2. The Fightins then were able to put up another 2 runs as Josh Akami belted his 4th home run of the season. So it was 7-2. And then, of course, Jalen Ortiz, a grand slam in the 6th to put 11 up, 11-2. For the Fightins, the first grand slam issued of the season. Now, Bowie not done yet. They were able to put on a big 4-inning in the 7th. 2 home runs, 1 from Haskin and 1 from Westberg. So we sit 11-6 now here in the bottom of the 8th as Corridor sends this very quickly foul. Sean Williams having to duck in the third base coach's area. Corridor sends this one foul into the net behind home plate. 1-2. Wind dying down at center field. That flag by the pole. As Corridor has a runner on second and just 1 out. Fans, thanks for tuning in this game. It's been very exciting for Reading as they are in the lead. Appreciate your support. Emily Messina bringing you this game, whether you're listening on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Minor League Baseball TV. Maybe you're just tuning in for the audio stream. I appreciate your support as Reading leads 11-6 in the bottom of the 8th. Corridor, another foul ball back. The count 2-2. The righty Robinson kicks and fires outside, and it's a full count here. Ortiz shuffling off the bag. He does have 2 stolen bases this season. I don't imagine that he tries to take third, but we'll just have to wait and see. Here's the payoff pitch. Corridor goes fishing and comes up with nothing. Out number 2 here. Ortiz still on second for the RBI guy, Logan Ohapi. Ohapi already had a run-scoring double in the 3rd, also scored himself. Wes Robertson picked up as a free agent this season. Started in High A Aberdeen in 7 games and then got the promotion. Baltimore, the 3rd organization he's played out of after being drafted as a minor league free agent out of Washington College by the Texas Rangers in 2017. Ohapi fouls one back here down 0-2. After the Rangers, he ended up being claimed off waivers by Cincinnati, so also played in the Reds organization. And then when he was released after last season, quickly signed by Baltimore. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Hop. There are 2 outs on the board. Robertson kicks and fires a drop, 3rd strike. O'Hoppe charging down to first, but the throw beats him there. And that'll do it as Reading strands a runner on. They lead 11-6, 14 hits as Bowie will come up. Their final 3 outs here in just a moment. Stay with me, Baseball Town.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phil's game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stand. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in FirstEnergy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities and motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mau Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mau Beer and Mau's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mau Beer and Mau's Cinco Estrellas Lager at FirstEnergy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner at Stockertown Beverage. Mau Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mau Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all Fiesta Friday celebration beers. Mau Beer, the 5-star taste and quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
Brian Marconi coming in here for the top of the 9th, trying to shut down the Bowie Baysox so his team doesn't have to bat in the bottom half as Reading leads 11-6. Marconi's first appearance in this series. He will see Gunnar Henderson, Joey Ortiz, and Shane Fontana at the heart of the Baysox order.
Now pitching out of the Alberta University Golden Wolves bullpen. Our Phil's pitcher, number 31, Brian
Marconi, a team-high 5 saves, second in the league. However, this is not a save situation as he sends a ball outside. Lefty on lefty matchup here to Henderson. 1-1 the count. Henderson has been on 3 times today with a walk, otherwise 0 for 1 with a fielder's choice. As he fouls it back, 1-2. And that drops in, curves right down in the strike zone. And there's out number 1 here for Marconi against the heavy hitter Henderson. And there's 1 out for Joey Ortiz. Bowie down to their final 2 outs in this game. Ortiz takes the ball, 1-0 the count here. Everybody playing straight up against Joey, who was 0 for 4 today as he swings at a high fastball, 92 out of Marconi. This one comes in for a strike, 1-2. Ball upstairs. Reading got to see a great win in Baseball Town as Ortiz sends it foul, 1 and 2. Marconi always induces a lot of foul balls. This one up top. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out on the board. Marconi has been very solid for the Fightin' Phils this season. Was the closer last year, slid into that role this year. This is smoked foul, but will keep his 2-2 count. Out to center field this goes. Conley camps under it. He'll make the catch. And there is a big out number 2. Baysox down to their final out here with Shane Fontana coming up. Checking in on the Iron Pigs game, they are up 6-2. The Buffalo Bison's manager and their center fielder got ejected very quickly in the middle. I guess that was the top of the 7th. Mike Adams came in for his first AAA outing of the season, 1 inning of work, 1 hit, 1 walk, but got out of it clean. Jacob Hernandez threw 1 inning as well. You remember him? 2 strikeouts, and Kyle Bowie, 1 inning of work, 2 hits, no runs, and 1 strikeout up in the Lehigh Valley. Marconi gets a pop-up. It's going to come foul, and the count moves to 1-2 with 2 outs on the board. It hits the roof. Final strike, Marconi gets a chopper to second. Mignetti on to first, and Reading a big win, 11-6. Here the Fightin' Phils pour it on as Brian Marconi gets the final 3 outs of this game. What a huge victory for Reading. They lead the series 2-1 now. And, I mean, it was just nice to see everything come together. The hitting, the pitching as well, as Jalen Ortiz got the first Grand Slam of the season. Reading a big 11-6 win over the Baysox. Game number 4 of the series, 6:45 tomorrow. Fans, thanks so much for joining me. Appreciate you coming on. And a big 11.